All right. This is the Third Eye Truth There podcast. Still can't hear me? What do you mean you can't hear me? Right? No, wait. Hold on. Hit the wrong button. No.
Just turn there. Oh wait, yeah, there you go. I can hear it better.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear it better. Yeah.
You son of a gun. Wait, no, there's something wrong with this.
I don't know why people can't hear.
Oh, man. Anyway, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. You can hear me.
I can hear you.
Through the headphones.
Yeah.
With your Kango on.
Yeah.
All right. This is the Third Eye Truth There podcast, episode 96. I'm not. I don't lose count, Joe. 96. This is June 16th, 2025, downtown St. Joseph, Michigan. Back at it again. Guys, we
have a special guest.
We had a special guest, but that's okay. That's okay because he has some stuff going on, and we understand.
Yeah,
totally understand.
If you wanted to see Ducky, I'm sorry. You had to see us.
Why are you calling him Ducky? Sounds
Sorry,
like a baby
Duck.
name.
Sorry, Duck.
Yeah. Eric Duck Middleton was supposed to be on tonight.
If you wanted to see Duck, you pretty much he had to cancel at the last minute. So
the last minute.
Yep,
that's okay.
It's fine.
We get it.
We'll get it back on. We'll get him back on.
No worries.
So,
but I am your host, James Gill, and we have our co-host Joe Hill, face to face.
Yeah, that's me.
Battle of the wits.
Oh, maybe God help us.
Yeah, exactly. Man, I was just on a call. I hate credit cards and things of that nature because people try to get into your stuff and try to take stuff from you. And luckily, I have a good credit union to back me up.
Who do you have?
United.
United?
Yeah,
they're pretty good.
Pretty good at informing you on bad fraud. Fraud. Yeah. So that was refreshing to hear from this guy and took care of it. But it took about 25 minutes. Actually, about 15 minutes.
I don't know. I was changing emails.
Yeah, it was weird.
And betting.
It was weird. That was
not a late call for it though.
I know, dude. I mean, it was a late text.
But they're all over, like in Arizona, so they're on like an hour behind us too. And so some of their people that they call, are calling out.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I do too.
Totally get it.
What was I doing? Oh yeah, YouTube. I was doing YouTube.
But nonetheless, can you really hear me now? Yeah.
I can't. No, wait. Let me see.
Can you hear me?
No, it's just like
this.
No,
that
it's not as loud as mine over there. That's what.
That's why, you big weirdo. Can you hear me? You still can hear me, right?
I can hear you. It's just very faint.
Faint?
Yeah, I would say turn it up on the headphones.
They're all up. What are you talking about? They're off the same level.
Nope, still can't. Just seems different. Just different. It's okay.
Oh, how about that?
It doesn't matter.
About that? Can you hear that?
No. Wait. Yeah. No.
You can hear me. You can hear me. Yeah.
I can still hear you.
This is bad eyesight and bad hearing.
I don't have bad eyesight.
Yeah, you do.
I just can't read all the time.
You can guess. Bad eyesight. I'm gonna chalk it up to that.
Yeah. I should. So I have a question for you.
About what?
I have a question for you. Are you really excited
about what?
About the 100th show?
I'm a little nervous.
Why? Because we're live somewhere else, not here.
I feel like I'm out of my element.
Yeah,
but that's cool. That's cool.
You don't like being out of your element.
No, I mean I can adapt. I'm prone to adapting to my situations.
Yeah, you can.
But at the same time, it's the 100th show. That's what we've been aiming for.
Yeah.
We've been talking about this for a long time.
Yeah, well, actually, we were. Yeah.
And this is a monumental. It's a plateau. But right now we're at almost 17 away from 300.
I have no clue. I saw your post on that. I had no clue.
Yeah, we're 17 subs from 300, and we try to get to 500. So we start monetizing.
That's kind of cool.
The YouTube program. So
that's kind of cool, though.
Yeah, it's getting close, man.
Yeah, you excited though?
Yeah, I actually am. I'm looking forward to it.
We definitely need to talk to Ryan Cheevers about
this game day thing.
Yeah, how he does it live and how.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, get some pointers.
Yeah, just get the pointers down.
Yeah, I understand that.
He said he's willing to do it. I talked to him about it a couple times when I want him back on.
Maybe you didn't get on this podcast or something he's doing.
Yeah, actually, we talked about it. He's going to do the game day thingy again this year.
Mm-hmm.
and we're having him on before that happens, so he can boost it up and tell us what he's doing.
I wouldn't mind getting on when he's doing a Oklahoma game or something.
You just drive out there, yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing that.
Yeah, we can go out there.
That's my alma mater, Oklahoma High School.
That's your alma mater.
And what?
That's your alma mater.
Alma mater. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because you're from Oklahoma.
I always forget your
Oklahoma Comet.
That's when the comet looked like a
sperm. That still looks like sperm, regardless. It's a comet. It has a tail, it has a bulging head.
But that was actually their mascot was in the Playboy.
In the Playboy.
It was in Playboy magazine.
Before they
changed it.
Really?
Yeah. There's a small little blurb of it. And the mascot, how they said it looked like sperm.
It was in so you're saying they got it from the Playboy magazine?
No, that Playboy found their mascot and put it in their magazine.
Oh.
And then they changed it probably about a year and a half later.
So what does it look like?
Before?
No, after.
Oh, not what it looks like now.
I haven't seen it lately.
It's like arms and muscles, like
that's the same thing I had one. Yeah,
but it was a little bit smaller, and it doesn't. I don't think it had the tail how it was, and not like a lightning bolt.
You sure?
Yeah, positive. I have it.
I don't believe it. I remember the mascot.
I have it
very well because it used to have the arms, the strong arms.
Oh wow, people watching.
It had the strong arms, yeah, and the muscle arms, and
let's see.
It was like it was almost like it had scales on the arms.
I don't remember being that detailed. Let's see.
Look at back in the 90s. The
Oklahoma.
If you can find that.
Oops.
Spell it wrong?
Yeah, no, I didn't spell it wrong. I wanted to go logo. So let's see. Because this is what it looked like.
Let me see. I'm gonna see if that's accurate.
This is what it looks like now.
That is horrible. That's horrible.
That's what it looks.
That's horrible.
That's what it looks like now.
I do not. No, I don't approve of that at all.
Oh wait, I have to go back.
That is horrible. I wish you had. Oh man.
Someone create new.
Whoever created that is an idiot. I'm just gonna say that out loud right now. A total idiot. A total idiot drew that.
Yeah, because this is what it looked like before.
But I don't remember that either. Let me see your phone. Let me see your phone.
I'm gonna actually.
I'm
gonna try to find the article about it.
Okay, I can kind of remember maybe this one right here.
Yeah,
but this, what the hell is this? It looks like You remember that the cards, the garbage pail kids?
Yeah. Oh, it does. Yeah. That's funny.
Kind of, yeah. The face looks like it, or a Chucky doll.
I have a Chucky doll.
Or just
yeah.
We talked about this before.
Yeah, I love my Chucky.
I was telling about my cousin's story.
Yeah.
Poor John. Poor kid. But he's doing well now. He's doing well in life.
Yeah, actually, that first one I showed you was back in. Wow, they changed their mascot a lot. I should say magazine.
Don't remember it looking like that. That's a horrible picture.
Yes. Man, that's not gonna tell me. Oh, I'm in the. I'll look at that.
No, let's get after that.
I get a pause. Yeah, I didn't know you went to Columbia.
Yeah,
I forget that you went to Columbia. You graduated there. Yeah.
I went from 3rd to 6th grade. No. Yeah. 3rd to 6th, and then I went to Ben Harbor in junior high, 7th and 8th.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I remember that.
Then back to Columbia, 9th through 12th.
See, I remember going to. You always tell me stories about Ben Harbor, so.
No, I never did it.
Oh, you sometimes tell stories about how you went to Benton Harbor.
The junior high, yeah. Belton Spencer, the bully of 7th, 8th grade, until he got his ass beat.
Did you ever get bullied?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Really?
Oh, dude. Belton Spencer. He was like the Gooch in Different Strokes.
Really?
Yeah, he was like the Gooch.
And you never.
And that's
I mean,
a weird name to call a bully.
yeah.
That's a skin bridge between the guys. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's Gooch.
That's funny. I'm trying to think. What are they picking you about? Weren't you still 6 foot?
No, I wasn't even 6. I was barely 6 foot.
Oh,
Barely 6
when'd you
foot.
get your height?
When I hit high school.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
I didn't have my growth spurt to high school.
To high school.
I was like 5'9", 5'10", in junior high.
So you were my height.
Yeah.
I'm 5'9".
So I had a nice growth spurt. Well, it wasn't nice, but it was significant for me.
Wish I could get a growth spurt still.
It was significant. Yeah.
Wouldn't mind being 6 foot sometimes.
But dude, I was scrawny like a string bean, big head.
You still have a big
head. I do. I know. I haven't changed. Still a big head. Yeah.
You talk about that.
We had a discussion.
I know. I can't find hats that fit.
No, I couldn't in the beginning for the internet. Internet.
Oh yeah, I can believe that.
Because remember the book that we always get, East Bay.
Wow.
Remember that?
I haven't.
Remember that?
Yeah.
The magazine.
I used to order my shoes out of there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the only ones who really had access.
Are they still around?
I'm sure they are.
God, I need to order shoes.
Maybe that. But remember the coaches and the only ones that really got access to East Bay books.
Yeah, coaches and yeah. That's funny. I hadn't thought about that.
East Bay. Yeah, it used to be. I used to get, we all got shoes out of there.
That's funny.
And shorts and whatever the case may have been.
That's funny. Yeah. I hadn't thought about that. So.
Yeah. Schools order through that and get their uniforms for sports.
Huh. Never thought about that stuff. I forgot that kind of stuff back then. Wow.
Yeah, it had the high top basketball shoes, which was a very.
I always wear Adidas.
I did Nike a lot. Or whatever mom could afford.
Yeah, I always liked Adidas shoes. Adidas and Pumas. I still do. I don't know why.
Adidas and Puma?
Yeah.
I'm all over the spectrum.
I can't. I mean, if I ever went Nike, it would probably be Jordans back then. I found a pair of my old Jordans.
I think I did a pair of Jordans when I was my senior year in high school.
Oh man, I still have the very first shoe.
I wanted those shoes so bad. But then again, I finally tried some of those most uncomfortable shoes.
Still have them
all the time.
Still in the box.
Jordan, the first Jordans.
Yeah.
Most uncomfortable shoes.
Yes.
All the time.
I didn't. They're all tore up looking, but I still have them. Yeah.
Tore up looking.
Yeah, they're all scuffed up.
Well, you can fix that.
That.
But no,
it's kind of funny. I saw
just the idea of having Jordans was like for my family. It was like, oh, should I have that? And then you finally get a job during the summer. And it's like that's the first fucking thing I'm gonna buy. Air Jordans.
Jordans. I mean,
but I didn't buy it first. No, I did. Senior high.
Still, kids this day still get picked on and their shoes stolen of their Jordans and stuff like that.
You know the ones that
have uglier now.
The ones that had the reflector tongue.
Yeah,
that's the ones I had. But I couldn't find the black ones. That's the ones I really wanted. I got the white ones, but it's still cool.
Every year they came out. Every 6 months when Jordans came out when I was in high school and college and all that.
They came out every year. What are you talking about 6 months?
Lately they've been coming out like every other.
Oh yeah, now they have.
But every time they come out, I always buy a new pair of Jordans. Every time.
You know, working at Foot Locker gave me an advantage.
I know.
I had lots of Jordans.
That's where I got them from. You.
I had fun selling shoes. Felt like Al Bundy at one point, but
in Foot Locker, you felt. Yeah. I would think maybe like Payless.
No, that would be Al Bundy. That would be Al. The women's shoes. that's when they had the shoe measuring things.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, to see some nasty ass looking feet.
No, they had socks on.
I know, but still, stinky ass feet putting them in.
You know, it could be.
Is that why you don't have a foot fetish?
I just don't like feet, dude.
Yeah, dude, feet's nasty.
Yeah,
I like how you called mine out when he walked in this fucking place. Thanks.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Hey, you had your shoes off.
I always have my shoes off.
I know, but you had your shoes off that day. And
yeah.
Oh, today.
Yeah, today you did.
Yeah. Well, shit, that ain't nothing compared to my boss. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't even say anything.
Hey, Ryan knows your boss is.
Yeah. Oh man.
What the hell does he have his shoes off?
No, he doesn't have. He has like those open. I won't even say open toe, but like sandals almost.
He wears sandals.
Yeah, but he has this toenail that looks like a cashew.
I've never seen him wear sandals in my life. Does he wear shorts?
Yeah.
With him?
Yeah.
Or is he one of these guys that wear khakis still?
No. He wears shorts. He wears shorts with him. Yeah. But like the cargo pants with a bunch of pockets in it.
Oh well. I like wearing those.
Here's the thing. Look,
they're comfortable to me.
The funny thing that I hate wearing shorts without extra pockets, right? Yeah. Only 2 pockets, right?
Yeah.
Like today, almost lost my phone again. Dude, I was so fucking. Luckily, I thought about it when I left the store. I was like, I gotta go back. I left because you
what store?
Meyer.
Oh, okay.
So I was pushing the cart.
Yeah.
And they have the small carts. Have the little
I love those.
Thing you put the phone right there, right?
Your phone fits in that damn thing?
Yeah. So I'm like, don't forget it. And what did I do? Forgot it. So I thought a kid pulled out a cart when I put my cart in, and he went into the store. I was like, I gotta chase this fucking kid all over the fucking store. Get my phone back.
This big old black guy chasing me for.
Yeah. So we get my phone back, but luckily it wasn't the one.
Wait, you didn't really chase the kid down?
No, I did. Oh, I did. I didn't have to. I went and looked at this one, this little shopping cart band, whatever the case may be. I looked at that. I was like, oh, there it is. Good.
It was still there though.
Yeah.
No one.
I mean, it didn't only took me like 2 minutes. I was
still
pulling out the parking lot.
You're kind of lucky because those small carts everybody loves.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me, man. I'm gonna lose another phone.
You lose phones all.
No, I don't. This is the first time I've had any significant loss of my phone in at least 10 years.
You lost it with Marshall.
That's the last one.
Yeah.
That was at least 10 years.
That's how old my phone is.
Yeah, that phone will be outdated.
And the funny thing is, I haven't had a phone case on it yet.
You're gonna have to update it eventually.
They said 2 years. I got 2 more years.
He'll force you to buy a phone.
2 more years, then I had to
force you.
Yeah, then I had to get a new phone. I have free upgrade.
How did we just jump around from all this?
What? Oh, we're talking?
Yeah,
we always do.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was weird to me, man. I was watching women's and
I love watching women's basketball. Pros,
you like it?
Oh hell yeah! I like the pros.
You really?
Yeah.
I'm not. It's getting. One of the ones I really like to watch. The ones with Now I didn't like her in the beginning.
Who?
Caitlin Clark.
Ah, dude, that's one main reason I'm watching it more now.
That's the reason that I have to admit, I was biased. I was more of a Chicago fan.
Oh, you like
I didn't like
Sky.
Oh, dude, Angel Reese sucks.
Yeah.
She is horrible. And I was big on the rival.
She's still a good rival. She's not a very good player.
No.
But she is like she's a dominant player in the paint.
No, if you shoot 85 times in a paint, you're gonna get a lot of rebounds.
Yeah. I mean, but still,
she sucks.
I think the women's basketball are playing harder than the men are when they're in the paint.
They have to now.
When they're in the paint.
They have to now. Because I think what they did is said something about making the same money as the NBA players do. But you have to get butts in the seats. Now, Caitlin Clark is doing that.
Caitlin Clark's selling out arenas.
Yes. And that's the beautiful thing about it. I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's hard to get a ticket now for her.
Yes, it is. And they cost a lot of money now.
For the Fever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
She sells out seats. And then she just came back off her injury.
Oh, I know. That was a terrible injury.
And the quad injury, that's not that.
I didn't think she was going to come back and play as good as she did before.
She scored 32 points against the undefeated New York Liberty.
Yeah. Dominated it. Shot threes like they're fucking water.
Oh, she was shooting like Steph Curry from the mid-range.
Oh, yeah.
Not mid-range, but beyond the arc.
No, she's shooting like a guy's 3-point.
Yeah.
She's
No.
Yeah, she was.
No. This is further out. Did you see the highlights?
Yeah. I watched the game.
She was shooting way past.
Oh, I'm just saying she's shooting past the men's 3-point line.
Way past.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, she was shooting
buckets.
Yeah, draining them. She's just like him.
And she passes and she rebounds.
Oh, she's a phenomenal assist. She has the all-time assist record right now in her first year. Now I think she's going to top it
for the season, right? For the season.
Yeah, for the season.
Yeah,
she topped it.
But
I think she's going to top it her own record.
Do you think it was fair for her to get snubbed for the
Olympics?
Yeah.
No.
Seriously?
I think they did it well. Yes, they should have had her play, but
what?
They didn't have most rookies play. They only had one rookie play, I think, on that team. They should have had her as an alternate and still let her be there.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that. It's not an all-star game.
I think it's fine.
Game. Olympics are Olympics.
I know. I think it's
12 to 15 players max.
I think they wised up and she's going to play next Olympics, but I think it was smart. I'm not mad about it. It made her play better.
In the beginning, I was like, okay, I knew she was going to get roughed up.
She was a rookie. I mean, yeah,
I knew she was going to get roughed up because when she was in college, she broke records.
Oh yeah,
big time, right?
Oh yeah,
right?
She broke every single record.
Right, she broke a lot of Iowa records,
yep.
But just individual records alone, right? And not only that, she went to the NBA. She won Rookie of the Year. What are you reading?
Matthew is actually commenting on what we're talking about. She could play in the NBA. That's what he's saying.
No, don't take it that far, bro.
Yeah, he said don't take it that far. Sorry.
I mean, today's NBA may because they give fouls away like they give away candy, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not a tough league anymore.
I don't think they're playing as hard as they used to. Yes, the
it's
NBA
not a tough league.
Yeah,
you can't hand check. You can't. I was just looking at something Michael Jordan and I don't want to compare him to anybody because you already know what I think about him. But this man he embraced the contact going down the middle into the paint.
Yeah,
dunking on people and not looking for the foul.
No, yeah, I'll give you that.
You know, when most people,
because that's true. Yeah, that's true.
They're looking at the ref.
They're
instantly putting their hands up like they deserve a foul.
I hate to say this, I do love the player. I think the reason it's like that now is LeBron.
Flop?
Yeah.
Flop?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it is.
Because that's when it started. I mean, it didn't start Kobe's era.
No.
It didn't start in Iverson's era.
No.
It wasn't in KJ's era.
They were in the 90s. They were in the late 90s.
But they played all the way up until LeBron came and 2000s came.
Did you know that was the best draft class when Kobe,
Iverson,
they had Stephon Marbury,
KJ.
No, that was KJ.
No, KJ was in that era, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't. He was already in the NBA.
Was he?
Yeah, he was already playing.
Damn, he was already that old?
He was with Barkley when they played against Jordan.
Oh, yeah,
who else did they have? I'm sure Wilds, but they had that shitload of stars. Ray Allen.
Yeah.
Who else? I was looking at a video and they show all the phenomenal players that they had. What's his name? Can't think of his name. But anyway, they had like maybe 15 to 20 players that were amazing going to them. And this is the beginning of actually the overflood of high school players coming in. Because Kobe was a high school player. Jermaine O'Neal was a high school player, which was his name.
Yeah.
High school
I know you're going with that. Yeah, I know you're going with that.
Who else? There's a few other. Kevin Garnett.
Yep.
Another high school player, which he was already in the NBA by that time.
They stopped that after LeBron.
They stopped. Yeah, they stopped it.
They stopped it.
And it was a few before that, like Moses Malone.
Yeah.
in the early.
I mean,
80s,
yeah. Everybody
high school
back
player.
then. I mean, I think Jordan wouldn't be. He had to go to college to be known. He couldn't come after high school.
No, he could.
Yeah,
he wasn't ready after high school.
Yeah, he was.
He had to go under Dean Smith.
Yeah,
he learned how to play basketball.
I think
he learned how to be great with Dean Smith.
I think he needed to get the development.
He went 3 years.
Yep.
And that's when you had to go to college in order to go to an NBA. It was almost mandatory. I wouldn't say mandatory, but
it wasn't mandatory.
I would think it was to a point where that was
because you're just be backpedaling what
that
you
was
just
expected
said.
of you to do things of that nature.
To go back to Caitlin though, and the women's NBA, I think it's awesome. She is packing the house. She is putting speeds. She
put up numbers,
and I think they should grab the top 5 or like the all-star top 5 women versus the top 5 guys.
Did you see BET gave
and see who could win?
Angel Reese what was it? It was almost like a most valuable player 3 years in a row.
Yeah, I could.
Oh, a female, the best female athlete.
Yeah, best female. Yeah,
best female athlete. I got it correct. Sorry about that, guys. Best female athlete. 3 years in a row. Now there's female boxers, other WNBA players, much better than she is. Won an MVP, won championships. Much better.
I still like a couple of the players from the Irish. Can't think of her name now. I followed her. Skylar
Diggins. Yeah.
She's phenomenal. She was phenomenal then. She still is playing.
Solid, great point guard.
She's still a great player.
Yeah.
But why does it take one player to dominate records to put fans in the seats?
Well,
is it because she could shoot threes like Curry?
That's what people like, scoring.
I mean, that's insane.
That's what people like, though.
But that's insane.
It is insane to a degree.
But I mean, all these other women that made it to it was suffering and not getting paid, and but they're still loving the game and still playing the game. One person, Caitlin Clark, comes in and now selling out arenas.
She plays the game at a different level. Think about it.
She plays like a guy.
She plays with
heart.
She uses fundamentals. I'm not saying everybody does it, but at the same time, she's very crafty when she plays.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then it starts up here.
It's
not all athletics. It starts up with the brain.
I try to get tickets. To
it's hard. It's hard to get tickets.
Yeah, they definitely went up on price for her games.
Dude, she came back, and I'm telling you.
Oh, that last game, when she came back and scored 30 points. Yeah,
32 points. I was like, holy shit.
Dude, she was phenomenal that game, though. And I was pissed because I didn't know she was going to play because I bet on her. How many threes and how many points she could
put money on that?
Oh, yeah, I always do. I did all last year. I won. One game I was pissed because I always bet on the game when she plays against the rivals from her old college days. And they just shut her down. I mean, so then I get pissed because I do points. So I like 15 points or 20 points and I put $10 on it.
Yeah.
And I win about $60.
Tell you what, she keeps doing this for the rest of the season. And the season's short.
I know.
Not a big season. They play 50 games maybe?
Something like that. But the playoffs are awesome. Then I think they can finally make the playoffs again this year.
They made the playoffs last year.
I know. I'm saying they can make it again with her. That's sad. One player.
Solid team. Solid chemistry.
It's getting better. It's not as solid as it was last. It's solid. It's better than last year's team.
Like New York.
Yeah. It's hard.
And New York has some great players on that team.
Yeah. I mean, they should just change that mascot into a gangster looking dude because they're this fucking phenomenal.
The mob.
Yeah.
The mobster.
The picture of the old mobster looking Al Capone looking guy. I mean, it's just
you can't do that.
I know, but because their team is just stacked. They got the hype. I'll just tell you that. They got the hype.
They have the experience too. one, I forget the lady name from the New York Liberty. She went on line saying that she's not the GOAT.
Oh, that's nice to say.
And she didn't win college championship.
Yeah,
which that lady won. She won 4 when she was with UConn.
I know.
And UConn was a powerhouse.
Oh, UConn's always a powerhouse team. Yeah. They're always dominating. And actually, you are right, Matthew. She is unselfish. She doesn't care.
She gets everybody involved.
Yeah. She doesn't want to just score and everything.
Gets everyone involved.
Yep. But that's why she has the highest assists.
Yeah.
She wants to. She sees the older person, and
I didn't know she was 6 foot.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's 6 foot point guard.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But
she can grab rebounds over the small.
I feel bad for her because everybody thinks is giving harassment to her for one thing or is her personal life. So they really don't know if she is a lesbian, not a lesbian. And she's getting grief. She's getting grief for it. Yeah, but she's getting grief for it. And I think it's also a mental thing because if your personal life and everybody's dissing you on something that's not related to basketball, it's a mental game for that one.
Well, she also sued a commentator from ESPN, or I think ESPN in general, for slandering her name.
Yeah.
Or less.
Yep. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. If people slander her, like, I don't know why. She's one hell of a player. Yeah. Look at the game. So can you answer me this question? Because I've always wanted to ask you this. Whatever fucking happened to Iverson?
Allen Iverson retired.
I know. Where'd he go?
Famer.
I mean, I know he retired, but you don't. Everybody always says.
No, you don't hear about him.
People talk about other retired players, or they come back and do stuff, or they.
You don't hear about Jordan?
Yeah, I do. He's
doing what? What is he doing? Lots of money.
No, he's doing all the NASCAR stuff right now because NASCAR's going on because he just bought a NASCAR team. Yeah, so you hear stuff about it.
Money.
Money. I don't hear that much about Iverson or anything like that. Once he retired, he vanished.
Well, he's still out there.
I know, but he's just like you don't hear much about his name.
Yeah, you don't hear about him doing any business accusations or
anything
like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He was one hell of a player too.
Oh man, he was one of the greats.
Yeah.
He's a Hall of Fame. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He never won a championship. He's in the Barkley Club.
I was gonna say near the Barkley, and look at him.
And Barkley's cashing in like no other. He's one of the great analysts on basketball right now. Cracks me up.
I think he's one of the stupidest analysts.
No, he's the funniest.
I like Shaq. I'm sorry, I like Shaq
as an analyst.
Yeah,
they're both funny. Together, they're funny. Now that they're done with TNT.
You know who's coming on?
ESPN.
I know, but you know who's going to be a new commentator though?
Who?
They're getting Jordan.
No, they won't.
Yeah, Jordan's coming. They announced it.
No, he's too
rich. He's coming in. No, he's coming on and doing the playoffs.
Is this official?
Yeah. Sign the contract.
I don't believe it.
Then next year.
I believe it when I see it.
Next year.
Next season.
Oh well, it's still next year.
Next season, right?
Yeah.
I believe it when I see it.
The other thing I wouldn't mind asking you is, so on the last couple podcasts that we've had for the last time we were doing something like this, do you remember all of them? Or do you watch them? Or you're not watching them yet?
I don't watch them.
You don't watch them?
Watch them, no. I was here. I remember, yeah.
Yeah. I look at the stats and all that, and I looked at all of them. Every single show that we always have on since the last time we did something like this, every show at least has 60 views every single time.
Really?
Yeah. On our channel.
Have you looked at the little shorts I put out?
Yes. Yeah. I do watch a little bit.
And if you guys are watching, we do put out shorts to give a smaller dose of what we do.
Yeah.
And maybe just like a smaller topic, but we're still trying to perfect it. I really need some IT in here.
Yeah, we do.
To help me out.
I think that's what Ryan could do for us too. You can ask him questions about that. Ryan, yeah. Cheevers.
Okay, yeah.
You can ask that question to him too. But yeah, the one show between here and there, every single show was up to 60, 67, 78 views. The one that hit 100, Jennifer.
Jennifer
Yeah.
Strizkowski.
Yep. She had 128 views.
Oh yeah, and it all depends who's on too.
I know. That's amazing.
Who the people are.
But it's all 60s and 70s. But hers since the last time we did one of these shows was 100 and she had 128 views.
That's cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
First realtor that we've had on.
I like the idea that we have different varieties of I don't know, just business.
Yeah.
And not only that, just people with different backgrounds. It's refreshing.
I think it's getting out there more that we do that.
Yeah. And somebody brought this up to me, just like talking to me on the street. You guys do all that stuff? That's pretty cool. And not only that, just it's good that people watch. I appreciate that so much. And
Oh yeah, I thought I heard my phone bleep. I thought it was making a different sound.
oh yeah, it's good that a lot of people are tuning in. I watch a show,
yeah,
and it's awesome. It's awesome feeling.
I think it's always funny when I'm at work. I'm at the checkout line, cashing people out.
Yeah.
After I just helped them. You're on that podcast. Oh, yeah. Do you like it?
Why'd your voice get so deep?
do you like it? Where's this going? Yeah, I love it. Then they go, I love it. It was good. Or I always get that one lady. I can never remember her name. I'm very sorry if I can't remember her name. But she comes in the sandbar and Ace says, I love your guys' show. Every single time she says it, I love your guys' show. It's awesome. I always tell her thank you. I mean,
yeah.
I get people that says, I love your show. I'd like to be on. What are you going to do? What are you going to talk about? What do you want to do?
A lot of people do that. Hey, I want to be on you. Got a lot to talk about. Like, do you really? What do you want to do? You know, it's 2 hours to talk. Right?
That's what I said.
You have a lot of stuff you want to talk about.
Well, for that 2 hours of that show that we always do with people,
yeah,
it's never 2 hours of all about them.
Right. That's not, I mean, I could totally agree with that.
Yeah, it's probably about an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, at the most.
At the most.
The most.
The 30 minutes of bantering or the questions they might have for us. I'm always nervous when they have questions for us, though. But
always.
Why do I keep hearing like voices?
Because you want other voices.
No.
There. It's just me. Is it you and I right now?
Oh, there's someone in the hall.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's not. No, it's not.
I hear.
You're hearing shit.
Oh, I need to turn my thing down. That's what I'm hearing.
On your phone.
Yeah. I keep hearing voices. Jesus.
You're hearing your own voice.
I was hearing our voice, yeah. But yeah, I just want to know. I don't mind people asking and bringing them on the show and stuff like that and talking about, but we don't even have to have a topic with them. They just need to last 2 hours. In my eyes,
it's always good to have a topic. Always good to have a topic, and not only that, for some people they want to have a topic, right?
We didn't have a topic last show.
Yeah, we did.
With Sarah?
What kind of,
we didn't have a topic that much topic. We just came off the hip and just talking, and that's what people like.
Shooting from the hip, yeah.
I mean, that doesn't bother me at all.
It helped that they were very boisterous.
Yes.
Animated.
Yes, they were. Yeah. Yes. And it was a great show. I mean, it was fun to talk to and laugh our asses off. I mean, we need those shows.
Yeah.
The show before that, we had Brad on, and it got really deep.
Really deep.
But it was for men's mental health also, and talking about him, and that actually he went
that
through the
mental. Still going on, guys.
And that month, I mean, in that show, that he had the mental health with him in his back of his demons that he had. It was an awesome show. Yeah, I like when you get that. Then we have the funny ones, and like this show that we're supposed to have today with Eric, That would have been a great show because we'll talk about his past and when he was a producer for music and everything else, and now he's a painter.
And events and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
now he's a painter in his own business, and having stuff like that is kind of unique.
He did a lot of stuff in the area. I tell you that.
Yeah, and I'll just say it. This Wednesday, we have Red on, so
that's gonna be an interesting show.
Jeremy,
Woodard.
Yep. And all the what he just said, what he does actually, I'm kind of intrigued. I can't wait to see what's that all about with him racing at Hartford Speedway.
You know what? He's come a long way, man.
Yeah, he's still a little firing redhead though.
Dude, he'll climb your tree anytime.
Still a firing little redhead, but his wife is gonna come with him.
Yeah.
So,
was she gonna be on too?
Yeah, he said she's gonna sit next to him. It'd be kind of cool to ask questions about actually to her if she wants to be on,
okay.
And talk about.
Bring Stephanie too, man.
He already said he was going to, but it'd be nice to have her opinion on how when he drives, because that's his car. He does the destruction type stuff where he's driving around and just in case they get hit.
Oh, so like the demolition derby.
Yeah, that type stuff. He sent me a picture of it, of what he does. There it is. Yeah, this is his car.
Oh, yeah, definitely demolition derby.
Yeah, that's his car. So,
he I bet he loves that.
Look what's on top of it.
The mattress?
Yeah. I don't know why. I'm gonna ask, but I don't know why. But yeah, he does that kind of stuff now, and on the weekends, so it's kind of interesting.
Taking out some unresolved anger.
I guess it's just racing to me. You ever been to Hartford Speedway?
Once.
I've never been in my life.
Once.
Never in my life.
Once. I saw some demolition derby.
Have you?
Yeah, it was fun.
I'd never been out there at all in my life.
Once.
I heard you come back filthy. If you're in the right part of the stands.
Yeah, if you're right down by the dirt, yeah.
Yeah.
I sit up at the top so I can see the whole thing.
Yeah, I'd never been there at all. I have no thrill of watching that.
What?
I don't.
That's so much fun.
Can you drink?
I forget. I think you can. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think you can. Yeah. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna be positive on that.
But it's just funny that we have him on Clear Blue, stuff like that, like you're saying, all the different types of stuff. I mean, yes, I don't toot my own horn because I just contact these people and I try to figure out where they can go.
Right.
And sometimes I'm thinking, oh damn, I just booked this. I just said yes to this, and I have 2 food things on the same week. I mean, I need to spread that more out, or damn, I'm just getting more bands or more stuff like that. I'm thinking, I need to spread this out. I need to find more people that are different, unique, or own a business or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be different when we do get officially for the chambers. I mean, I think that'd be nice. I think we should do that. I'm working on that.
Are you upset they took all the pennies away?
All the pennies?
Yeah. They're not making any more pennies.
What the hell are you talking about?
Pennies. Penny. Abe Lincoln.
Oh, I don't care about that.
You don't?
No.
You use your card all the time. That's right.
No, I'd be glad to get rid of the pennies.
Really?
Yeah.
Also, it's always an intricate part of the money system.
No, it's always going to come back. Anything always comes back.
I don't think it will.
No.
I think that's the way of getting rid of money altogether.
When the hell did you hear that? I haven't heard that yet.
You ever heard that?
No.
They're making manufacturing pennies?
I didn't hear that at all.
Yeah.
When they stopped doing that?
A few months ago, maybe.
I just got a fucking penny today. I got 4 of them, and I gave them back
to
the bank.
They gave you pennies back?
Yeah, because I cashed a check that someone gave me. It's $4 or no,
32 cents.
Like no, it was $40.36 or something like that.
That's close.
Yeah, something like that. And I just gave the pennies back to him. I said, I don't need these.
Why don't you just put it in your checking account? or whatever.
I want cash.
Oh yeah,
man. I always carry some cash on me for the week. I try.
Yeah.
I try to.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a quicker way to get rid of cash altogether. We all digitally
Yeah, I like
credits.
It's a better paper trail of it when I use my card.
A better paper trail. That's what you want. I know.
I like knowing I'm spending my money on or what.
If you want everybody else to know where you spend your money.
I can care less about that.
All right.
I can care less what people think of where I'm spending money.
So this is why I'm asking these questions. I saw this video and it's maybe a little weird, a little offsetting, but the carbon copy of you leaving a paper trail is to monetize, just to watch what you're spending your money on. No. And people say I don't care whether people know what I'm spending my money on because I'm not doing anything wrong, but at the same time, it's to the point where it's already been done in China, right? Where there you have to have a certain credit score. The top credit score is 900, right?
Yeah.
You have to be anywhere in that range in order to do anything in China, right? Oh. Have you even heard about this?
No.
Well, the Chinese people are already used to this. This has been implemented already in China, where cash is obsolete and
no more yen.
Credits are the thing, and your credit score determines what you can and can't do in China, whether it's travel, buy food, the things that you purchase.
So someone with a low credit score
can't travel.
Can't eat.
They can eat to a degree, maybe. I'm sure they can buy food, but they can't do certain things for them.
That's fucked up.
But this is going to be from what I'm hearing, by 2030, this is going to be worldwide. Worldwide.
There'd be a lot of poverty.
So what they were showing is, like, you go to a store, right? Say for instance, like a Amazon store, right?
Oh, okay.
Where you have each thing, and if you don't have the credits or whatever the case may be, your credit score is not high enough, you won't be able to buy anything in that store. You'll be denied. So if you want to buy like a gallon of milk, you have to scan whatever, boop, and then it's like, you are authorized, and the door opens for it, and you can grab a thing of whatever milk or whatever case may be.
That's insane.
That's where it's going to.
I doubt that.
That's where it's going to.
I don't think it's going to happen in the United States.
It's going to happen worldwide.
I don't think
regardless of what you say.
Like you said, I'll see it.
You have to see it to believe it.
Yeah. Or I usually say I'll believe it when I see it.
But the elimination of the penny may be obsolete right now, right? I mean, not be as important, right?
Yeah.
But once they start getting rid of the dollar, because the dollar is it's not worth a lot.
It's worth $1.
No, it's not. Our currency is not worth shit anymore because we constantly reprint money out of thin air.
Yeah.
That the gold, we already got rid of the gold standard, first of all. Gold standard has been going since what, late 60s, early 70s?
Something like that, yeah.
During Nixon's actually during Nixon's
scandal.
Before that, but during his presidency.
Okay.
He went on TV to get rid of the gold standard. So the dollar is not backed by anything anymore. But it's backed by now is petrol. It's the petrodollar. So we can constantly repeat and continuously print off new money out of thin air. And we've been doing this. This is why we're so far in debt.
Oh, we're always going to be in debt, no matter what.
Whether it's student loans, car loans, house loans, credit card debt, the whole 9 yards.
Shit doesn't matter.
This is a country of consumers. by a lot of bullshit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But just like all the great civilizations that crumbled, we may be the next in line.
Well,
maybe the next in line.
I don't think it'll be the next in line. I don't think we'll be next, but eventually will happen. Everybody's going to crumble no matter what.
The great civilizations will all crumble, except Great Britain. They fell down, but they're still here.
Yeah.
Right?
Everybody comes back out of nowhere.
Rome came back.
Yep. Yeah. Everybody crumbles in some remotely way. Look at Mexico. Mexico crumbled.
Greece came back. That civilization crumbled.
Mexico crumbled a little bit, and they came back.
They're still not.
Iraq.
They haven't come back yet.
No, not now.
They won't.
You don't think so?
No. I don't want to get into that right now because that's a whole other can of worms that I can open up. And
I don't want to open that.
Be talking. This is why I wish you followed more. Follow more stuff, and we have these conversations.
I know you do,
and I want you to be more involved.
See, but my way of thinking is totally different than yours.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and because I'm the type of guy that shit happens, it's gonna happen.
Of course, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen no matter what.
It's gonna affect all of us.
Yeah, when the day it affects me, the day it'll affect me.
Then you be like, "Oh, I should have did something."
Oh, I'm like, oh, I'm still here though. No, nothing's gonna change.
Something will change.
Eventually, change. Everything changes, but nothing's gonna change in my life. I don't think it will.
Well, until you get that change.
Yeah.
Until you get that change.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
So you say it might happen in 2030?
What's not even 6 years?
Yeah.
Not even 5 years.
If that does happen, that's going to be in 5 years.
Less than that.
Just give me.
We'll change the way we look at things in 2030.
No.
The way we buy things.
That
digital currency.
If that really happens, I'll be very intrigued. And I would say you were right.
Digital currency is going to be the thing. That's what it's a matter of time.
That I do see is eventually going to happen. Yes.
Digital footprint.
Yeah. All these people that carry cash is going to be, I don't know, they know what to do with themselves.
Yeah.
I don't carry cash that much. I don't like to anymore.
See,
I know I carry about $30 for the week. I use it for the gas stations in the mornings when I go get my food. That's it. It's very easy to just give them like $6-7.
Right.
And then I walk out.
Instead of giving you a card.
Instead of getting my card out, I always have it set. I always buy the same amount, the same thing every single morning. So here you go. Keep the change. I tell them, keep the change. It's always like 40 cents, 35 cents or something like that.
It's going to change, man.
Yeah. I believe that part will. I think we should get rid of change no matter what. I think change sucks.
I'm going to get rid of currency altogether.
You want to?
No, I don't. It's not whether I want to or not.
No, do you want to?
No, I like to have cash. I do. I like to have cash.
You like cash?
Yeah.
Are you the type of person that has all the big bills on the outside?
Me?
Yeah.
Not the Hondies.
Yeah.
Not the Hondos.
You keep those in the middle?
Not the well, friend used to get the he thought the $100 bill was who was the face of it?
Benjamin Franklin.
No, not Benjamin Franklin. The Roosevelt. He said the Rosies.
Oh, he thought they were that.
Yeah. I always made fun of him for that.
No, there is no.
Roosevelt. Theodore Roosevelt.
Yeah, he's never been on it. Well, no, yeah, there is. Wasn't he on?
Which one?
No, that's Jefferson. Never mind.
Jefferson's on
the $2.
He's on the 20.
And he's on the $2 bill.
Is it really? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Ben Franklin on.
On the 100,
which was never a president.
No, I know. Trust me, I know. I know all the bills. Grant is on the 50.
Ulysses
Grant's on the 50.
Grant is on the 50.
Jefferson's on the 20.
Mm-hmm. George Washington's on the 1.
And Lincoln's on the 5.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's on the 10?
Hamilton.
Very good, Joe. Very good. Quick thoughts. All right.
I know my money. Yeah, I know. I have every single bill actually in the year I was born. Every single bill.
Does it scare you for
And
what the future holds for
it's on a plaque.
your daughter?
No.
Does it scare you?
No, not at all. Not at all.
It terrifies me, man.
I don't even think about that because that's her life, and she already knows, and
She already knows what.
No, she already knows and develops and does everything that she can possibly imagine what's going to happen. She's planning for her own future. That's what I'm saying.
So she's predicting what's going to happen at an early age.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, she's already saving money up, so she has money for the future. She's getting a good job.
I'm not talking about that.
I know, but
just the sheer the big changes they're gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, she
whether
doesn't
we like it or not.
She doesn't look at that part as much, but she's always
maybe she get ready for it.
She's always ready for what's outcome's gonna happen to.
This is what I think the third eye truth theorem that people were thinking about was conspiracy theories, and that's the biggest misconception of all time. Just the phrase conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
because people get that mixed up with these weird thoughts that things going to happen and they don't happen. Conspiracy theories are theories of things that people like want to throw to the side.
Yeah. I still think there's a bunch of conspiracies. I still think there's one out that I always wanted to figure out.
Which one is that?
Actually, I have a few. But like I still think that there is reasons why people, famous singers and people died for a reason back then, like Elton John.
Elton John died back then?
Bob Marley.
I mean, no, Elton John didn't die.
Not Elton John, sorry, John Lennon.
John Lennon, yeah.
John Lennon, why he died. And there's a reason why all these famous singers died because of what they were into and stuff like that. So yeah.
You say Otis Redding too. He died. Yeah.
Yeah. It's what my dog's named after.
He wanted to create the first Black publishing company.
Yeah.
They didn't want that to happen.
No. Eventually 20
that's the same
10 years later that happened, but
no.
Yeah, I think there is one.
No, publishing companies? No.
But then 10 years later, someone did make one.
No. And this is what say for instance, these rap moguls, right?
Yeah.
These guys that started their own company, like Rap a Lot Records, right? And
sorry, if you say that kind of fast, I would really fuck.
Rap a Lot Records. They've been around for.
I know. I would fuck
the Ghetto
that up.
Boys.
Yeah, I would fuck that up if I said it fast.
That's the label they were assigned to.
Yeah.
What's his name? James Prince. Yeah, I think that's
today's Tupac's birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Tupac.
You think he's dead? That's another conspiracy.
He's done. He's done.
I don't think he is.
Dude, he's wrapped up.
I don't think he is. I think he's alive.
No, he got shot, dude.
No, he got shot.
Yeah,
but
no, he's done. He's done.
No, they just can't find them. All that stuff happened. No, yeah. I don't. I think he's
dead.
I think he's on one of his many islands that he owns, and
he doesn't own any islands.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. It's proof.
What island?
No, there's proof that he bought islands in
plural.
Yeah, there's like small little islands. Yeah,
no,
trust me.
He didn't have that much money. He didn't have that much money.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Oh yeah.
He didn't have that much money.
I think he's live and well.
He was only 24 when he died.
I think he's live and well.
He did not have that much money.
I think he's live and well.
No.
He's dead. That big man got shot.
Well, they both got shot.
That big man died.
They both got shot.
Yeah, I know that big man died. But
Pac is not alive.
After
over 30 years of being dead.
Do you ever think they're gonna find out who did it?
Hell no. I know who did it. He's in jail right now. The diddler. They had them both killed.
You do not.
No, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna say allegedly.
Yeah. I don't think he did it.
I think he had, yeah.
I think.
Well, Biggie was about to leave Bad Boy.
I think he had something to do with both of them, but I don't think he killed them.
Well, not personally. No, he didn't shoot him.
No,
like,
I meant
shoot him. No.
I think him and I think
Suge Knight.
Suge, yeah.
Suge Knight didn't have anything.
I think he had something on Tupac, though.
He wanted to start his own. He was
leaving
the publishing companies. I'm telling you about. Would rap a lot.
Yep.
Suge Knight was involved in one of them.
Yeah. Because Suge Knight was everybody was afraid of him.
Some people were afraid of him.
That man took over companies and stuff like that just because of what he looked.
No, some people were afraid of him.
Yeah.
But it was another one, Irv Gotti, from remember the Ja Rule era and Ashanti.
I know Gotti is,
Murder Inc.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. They were all getting together to form their own publishing company. And guess what happened to Irv Gotti? Went to prison. Suge Knight went to prison.
Suge Knight's been in prison.
But see the patterns here?
Yeah.
Stop these guys from talking about this shit. Get them out the way. They won't argue. Somebody's behind this. Conspiracy theory.
How do you? I really don't know this answer. You might know it. How did he get caught?
He left trails of baby oil.
Seriously, how did he get caught?
We had a lot of people come out of the woodwork.
Was that it?
And the Cassie incident where he settled for $30 million to get her to shut up, but he still had film out of him beating the shit out of her at the hotel.
Oh, is that how it came down? I was just curious how it all came down.
Not only that, I'm not sure how the indictment came to be, but I'm sure they had something on him to where the parties.
Oh, the parties, yeah. I mean, shit. All the people that were there.
The stuff he did on video.
Yeah.
Like the Justin Bieber when he was 14.
Oh.
Saying that, well, we can't disclose this stuff where we're gonna be partying at. Dude, he's 14 years old. He's taking him for a weekend.
With
a weekend.
Yeah, Usher and all that.
Usher was another one.
Yeah.
The Diddy flavor camp.
Yeah.
Dude, who does that? Who lets their child go to a grown man and lets him live there for a year to see what he does in his own personal life? And Usher came out and said,
but my thing is, why keep it for so long and not come out?
Jeffrey Epstein did the same thing.
I know, but my thing is, he that man, the plane.
Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein Island. Yeah. And he's got so many people that have been to that island that are rich, that are.
But why hold it? Why hold it in? That's why I don't understand. If all this bad shit happened,
blackmail.
Well, it doesn't hold up very long because look what happened to both of them.
They got caught.
Yeah.
And one supposedly killed himself in jail. I doubt that.
One after another.
I highly doubt Jeffrey Epstein killed himself.
I don't think so either.
He had a lot of stuff on a lot of people.
I think, yeah.
He had look, dude, he had princes and politicians and
money talks on that. Money talks on that one. I think someone killed his ass.
Somebody killed him. Yeah, somebody had to kill him.
Someone killed him. That's another good conspiracy, but
somebody had to kill him.
But my thing is, I always wondered how did Diddy come out of nowhere and get caught?
Doing too much at one time. He thought he was unstoppable.
You think he was like John Gotti?
John Gotti got caught.
Yeah, but I meant that John Gotti got caught because of tax evasion and stuff like that too.
Exactly. You get caught eventually.
Yeah, but
you keep doing wrong things. Or this dude was doing shit over decades. So was Jeffrey Epstein. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people.
I think it was 2 decades, hasn't it?
No, Diddy was doing it since the early 90s.
Yeah, isn't that 2 decades?
Huh?
Wasn't that 2 decades?
3 decades.
Oh, yeah, 3. I thought it was 2.
Yeah, 90s, 2000, 2010s. That's 3 decades.
I always wondered after him,
35 years.
Who's the oldest pretty much entrepreneur rapper is Jay-Z.
Yeah,
from the 90s.
Dude, he's dirty as fuck too.
I think no one's clean in that industry. Nobody's clean.
He is dirty as fuck.
There's no clean. There's nobody that's done anything.
I'm gonna say allegedly before I don't want to get any.
Yeah, there's no bad person, no clean person in the industry of the music world. They done something wrong. They done something bad, something in their life to make it where they're at now.
Jay-Z is a billionaire right
now. Yeah.
How do you get that status?
That's
as a rapper.
That's what I'm saying. You had to do something crooked.
It's only one other artist that was in the rap game that long, Dr. Dre. Billionaire.
Is he a billionaire?
Fuck yeah, he is.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah,
he is actually. Yeah, but also I think another one. I don't know if he's a billionaire, but he still makes money. He still has good money. Master P, and maybe Method Man.
He did no Method Man is not. No, hell no.
Because of his record.
Master P is not a billionaire. He's a millionaire.
Yeah.
But this is the way Master P did it.
Yeah.
He owned over. I think it's over 80% of his publishing records.
Yeah.
Copies, meaning records.
Yeah.
He owned that. Maybe even more. He was smart to do that.
I just think all these people out there that are in that industry, phenomenal. Give them credit for how they lasted for so long, but they're all crooked. They're all like politicians. I
would say Jay-Z is more crooked than a lot of people leading on to.
I hate his hair now.
I
Dude,
I don't like
those
the way
fucking
he looks.
Those fucking dreadlocks.
That dude looks like Joe Camel. He looks like Joe fucking Camel.
I never thought about that.
Think about it.
Yeah, I am. I pictured it.
Joe Camel.
Yeah, I pictured it in my head. Yeah.
That is an ugly man.
I still love his rapping though.
He's great art. He's a great lyricist.
Yeah.
But dude, he wasn't the best.
No.
He's not the best. To ever do it.
Another person, I think he got out early and got out strong. That owned like you were saying, Russell Simmons.
No, dude, he got pushed out because he was doing some other.
You think he got pushed out?
Shit. He moved to Bali because
he got pushed out. I didn't know that.
Sexual allegations.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He left the country.
I know he left the country. I thought he just moved.
That's how Jay-Z got Def Records.
Yeah, I know. Def Jam record. I know that's how. I know that's how he got it. I didn't know how that's how he got it. I thought
Russell Simmons was doing some dirty shit.
Was he?
Yes. He went to a country where he can't get extradited.
You know that actually it was him and his partner.
The other dude, the Jewish
white
dude.
Yeah, the white dude, yeah. I have the whole records of all their old 80s.
Oh yeah, all the I forget the
Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
Grandmaster Flash.
Oh, Beastie Boys, LL Cool J.
Yeah.
Had
oh yeah, LL. I forgot he was part of that record too.
Who else they have?
They had a lot. They had a lot of good ones.
A lot of good artists on there.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
They made millions of they're billionaires.
Yeah. And then he created Def Jam, Comedy Stand, Def Jam.
No, Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah. He made all that and he made millions off of that.
Yeah.
He was one smart businessman.
Well, like I said, he was out there.
Oh, he was Run DMC.
Run DMC.
Yeah, that was I knew there was another one.
That was the big one, right?
Yeah, that was the biggest one for him. I had to think, who else is? Yeah, Run DMC was on that one.
But I'm telling you, he was doing some dirty shit.
And that's what I'm saying. Nobody's clean.
He was doing a lot of dirty shit, and he got wind that they were onto him. They were going to move to Bali, where they don't extradite.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
that's funny shit.
Why do you think did he try to dip out when all this shit came about? He was trying to get out of here.
Was he trying to get out?
Oh yeah, he was.
I didn't hear about that one.
He was on that jet plane in Miami. He trying to get the fuck out of here. They caught his ass.
Where was he gonna go?
It's gonna be probably. I'm guaranteeing it to a place where they don't extradite people. The United States can't touch them.
Yeah, well, they can't touch them, but yeah, I mean, it's that laws is changing. I heard a little bit where they can't touch them. They can't go over there. They can't go over there, but they can push them out because they don't want them in their country, they can easily push them out.
They don't care.
But they can just
They don't.
somewhere
They
else.
don't care, dude. Russell Simmons is over there chilling.
Oh yeah,
getting those young
I don't know.
women of that area.
I think he's old now. But
look what happened to the old movie director that did what was that Stanley Kubrick. They did Clockwork Orange.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about.
Dude, no, was it Stanley Kubrick? No, it was another one. He's
I know the movie you're talking about.
The dude that his wife died with.
I know you're talking about the little short guy with kind of scary looking dude.
His wife got killed.
He killed her.
No, the Manson thing. That was back in the 60s, right?
Yeah. Yeah, 60s. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Manson thing, where his wife was killed, and he wasn't there. He was in another country.
Yeah.
Doing a movie. I forgot the dude's name. Shit.
I'm thinking of a different person.
But he was doing some dirty shit too. He moved to another country where he couldn't get extradited.
Would you do that?
He was sleeping with young women.
Would you, if you know you're gonna get caught?
If I had the money, probably
embezzlement or murder or anything like that.
If I had the money, hell yeah,
I'd run.
Fuck yeah, I'll get out to save deuces. I could be another. Yeah, I got the money for it. Fuck yeah, hell yeah. You ain't catching me. I'm in another.
Yeah.
No, I'll do that. I'll do that to your ass real quick. The fuck out of Dodge. I had the money, hell yeah. You want to sit in prison for 30 years? Hell no.
No.
For the rest of my life? Hell no.
Yeah, the rest of your life.
Hell no. Sex trafficking? Hell no.
I would never do that stuff.
Dude.
Think you can get away with anything if you tried?
If you had the money, you could.
No, you.
Me?
Yeah.
Get away with sex trafficking?
Not sex trafficking. I mean anything bad in your life.
Or
you think? What if type stuff?
No, he shouldn't even say the S trafficking.
Yeah. That's just wrong in my eyes. I always think that's why I'm always scared for my daughter.
Dude, it can happen to anybody.
I know. That's why I'm afraid of where my daughter's at.
And it happens in this country.
I know. It happens
certain states or
it's certain states. Yeah.
Yeah, big. I mean,
yes.
It happens a lot in certain states.
Definitely Florida.
But Ohio is another one.
Ohio. Anything around water for some odd reason.
Yeah, that's where you get them on the beach.
I'm serious. That's why I'm always afraid.
Oh, that's scary, man.
I know.
That's scary.
Especially with my daughter and how small she is.
Dude.
Thank God I taught her how to box, but she only defends herself so much.
Sorry.
Yeah, I can.
I'm sorry, man. I was messing with you.
But yeah, I'm always afraid for her.
Yeah, you should be, man. As you should be.
Yeah. I'm always nervous for her.
Shit, man.
That's why she has pepper spray and she has one of those keychains that has a point to it where you can just
jab you in the eyeball
or jab in somewhere. Yeah, I told her
the eyeballs preferably.
I told her for the rib cage. I told her for the rib cage and twist.
No, have to the eye. The eye you can't see. You can't fuck with me.
Well, she can't probably reach out. She's only 5 foot.
No, I'm sure she can get close to it. Yeah, right now.
I told her most places where there's
she's only 5 foot.
Yeah, she's 4'9.5".
Holy shit, she's short.
Yeah, she's about 5. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I know she was.
I always tell her, I said, go for the places in the leg where the artery hits. And
you got to get a knife that's long enough to get that artery.
Yeah. She has one of those little keychain thing that's is for self-defense, and it's
she got to get that keychain out.
She does. She always carries it on her when she walks.
Yeah.
That's her pepper spray. I said pepper spray ain't shit sometimes.
It'll work. It'll hold them off for
a second. Hold them off for a second until
get away.
Yeah. But once they get that water,
some bear pepper spray. Flying the shit out of humans.
Yeah. That stuff smells nasty too.
It doesn't matter. That shit was effective.
Yeah. But I'm always afraid for her.
And you should be, man. Yeah. That's the best way to be, man. On defense.
Oh,
at
yeah.
all times.
But with the whole thing, with the whole what if, people always say, what if? You think you can get away with anything in your life? What? Yeah, probably could.
I don't want to try to get away with anything.
I said I probably could, but
it all depends what you're talking about. Anything.
yeah.
Is it murder?
Yeah, stuff like that.
No, dude, first of all, you have to be doing something to me that
want to die.
No, that makes me fear for my life. First of all, that makes me fear for my fucking life. In order for me to murder you.
Well, yeah, I mean,
or kill just put you in a grave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just thought of a question I wanted to ask you, but go ahead.
But
Don't let me forget.
you definitely have or put anybody that's close to me that I love in harm's way.
I'll give you that one. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has to be to those extreme measures right there.
Oh yeah.
And if you can do that where I have to fear for my life or people that I love in my life, then it might be a problem. Might be a serial killer.
No, serial killers. You killed so many people.
I know. I'll go on a rampage. I won't be able to stop. The first taste of blood is over.
Wait a minute.
It's over. I'm not like killing innocent women or anything, but
no,
it's random. I'll be a vigilante.
There you go. That's a better word to use. We brought up Manson. I wanted to ask you this. Do you really think he was a serial killer?
No, he wasn't a serial killer. Yeah. No.
Do you think
he put people up to it?
And that's still considered?
Yeah, he's the mastermind.
Mastermind?
Yeah.
But my thing is, I always think this. He was one smart cookie, and
he was a crazy cookie.
Yeah, but he got crazy.
Nuts.
He got crazy in jail. He was not a crazy man when he was out.
Dude, he was crazy. He manipulated young homeless chicks and dudes. He did it. It wasn't just girls either.
No, it was everybody. Everybody followed him. He even knew presidents and stuff like that, and governors.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, I did a whole history thing about him and stuff like that. I think that guy was smart as fuck. And he just he could talk to people.
He was a master manipulator.
But my thing is, I really didn't. When all those murders came down in that house, he was sitting somewhere else. He wasn't.
Yeah. He's sitting like 4 people to do it.
Yeah, but those 4 people went to jail as much as he did. He didn't kill anybody. He sat in jail for so long.
He's the mastermind behind it.
I don't think he deserved to be in jail.
Yes. If you
can talk about it,
if you devised a plan in order to hurt somebody or rob somebody or whatever the case may be, break the law, right? Say for instance, you sent somebody to rob a bank, and they caught those people. He said, "Well, he told us how to do it. You're the mastermind.
Yeah,
you're an accomplice.
I'm accomplice.
Yes, you're going to prison."
But I didn't tell them to kill people.
Yeah, he did.
I know, but. My thing is, I always think I don't think he deserved what he got.
Oh, he deserved every last bit of it.
I think he was one smart man, though.
But he wasn't as smart as he thought he was. He's intelligent, yes. Yeah. But he wasn't as smart as he thought he was.
All those people out there that back in the 90s and 60s and 70s and all those people that were crazy, yeah, I think they should be in jail. I don't think he should have been that long.
Well, they killed everybody in that house.
But then he had the whole mental distraught in prison, and the mind was eating away. And
he's been sitting in prison since the 60s.
Yeah.
Since 60s.
But yeah, I mean, then he got.
By the time that we heard anything about it was the fucking 90s when he was acting weird and crazy.
Yeah, when he weird and crazy and got that swastika on his head. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was weird.
Dude,
he went mental.
He was already mental.
Yeah,
he did it well.
Yeah, he went mental.
I read the book from the guy they call it Tex when I did my little stint in the BC.
Yeah,
I read the book like that, and it was like, wow, all the stuff that he was telling how he was manipulated, doing stuff like that.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
He wasn't the brain. He wasn't the brainchild of the whole group.
No,
he did what he was told,
and that's the messed up thing, isn't it?
Yeah, especially when you're doing LSD and
mind
altering drugs, mushrooms, and
That's true.
Things of that nature, smoking pot all the time, and there's nothing to smoking pot,
but is that different than what he did and what a cult does? How's that any different? Just because they're not killing people?
A cult.
A cult, yeah. The main
That
leader.
was a cult.
No, the main leader is telling someone else to do something.
Yeah.
But all these people that are in a cult and everything else believe in what they believe in.
Exactly. Just like that one guy who was a preacher.
Same thing.
Had everybody drink that poison.
Yeah.
And killed all of them.
Would you drink? If you were that big of a follower, and you're the last person to drink that Kool-Aid,
I will pause. All of a sudden, I will smell it first.
All of a sudden, you're watching people drop like flies.
That'd be my reaction. Hell to the no. First of all, First of all, and I'm gonna make this really clear that I would never. I've always been a person that thought outside of the box.
Yeah.
And I would never let somebody. Well, I've done it before. Let somebody alter my way of thinking. That's when I was young, though.
Okay.
But it depends on how old I am, and this group of people. Like, hey, you follow us and follow this man, like David Koresh, right?
Okay.
Follow this man to your death. That doesn't make sense to me.
No.
Because I like living.
Yeah.
I like breathing.
You also have your own way of thinking.
Yes. Now, if this guy, some way, well, you have to kill yourself in order to be in this group. You have to be ready to die. No. But hell no. Dude, count me out. I'm gone.
So, to go even farther with what we're talking about right there, with the whole cult and everything else, what's the difference between that and a gang? Pretty much, there's one leader.
It's the same way.
It's the same way.
It's the same fucking way.
It is. But instead of you're not drinking the water, you have, or what do you think?
Well, I just drank some water, Joe. What are you trying to say?
No, but instead of drinking that,
stay with the Kool-Aid.
I know. That's why I said water. So if you're drinking that and they're telling you got to do this, now a gang and everything else, you got to be in with us. You have to do something to.
Yeah.
Here, this is what I want you to do.
Okay.
I want you to go murder or kill somebody on the corner, or go to some random person and just go.
No,
I think that's wrong.
Yeah, it is wrong. It's very wrong.
It's the same way of the mind fucking somebody over in their head and make them believe who you are to do it.
And it goes back to when I was younger.
It's just insane.
When I grew up in Highland Projects, Ben Harbor. A lot of the guys that jumped into those gangs, the Vice Lords, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was the area where I lived.
Yeah, it still is.
Oh, I know that, but I'm giving you the.
You know they're out of Chicago.
Well, yeah, I know. Okay. I know. Not only that, they're out of California too.
Yeah.
Bloods, Crips.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Right. So when I first saw this, and all these young dudes that in my neighborhood were jumping right into that, you got to remember that community was left with just moms raising their kids.
Oh, that's where I was going to go with that. Yeah, I was just going to say something like that.
Just moms really raising their kids, because in the 80s, the crack epidemic.
Yeah.
Not only that, going back to the 60s, 70s, where you had certain government groups like welfare, certain government groups like just tearing down the black homes, right?
Yeah.
Taking out the black men in the homes and saying, hey, this is when feminism, the second wave of feminism came in, where it's all about freedom of your body and things of that nature. Okay. And women were more sexual than they were in the 60s and the 50s. The 80s come around, and women were so liberated with their own bodies and doing whatever with their own bodies. the black family was being torn down.
Yeah.
With no fathers in the home. Because what do fathers do when they're in the home? They discipline the children. They lead, right? Supposedly.
Yeah. I understand this so far.
So when you don't have the father figure in your home, your mother's left to raise.
And where you turn to,
raise a man, right? And I'm not saying women can't raise boys, but it's harder to raise boys when you're a woman because you're not a man.
So you're thinking that all these people that do all this kind of stuff is looking for some kind of rep or some kind of redemption of what they're trying to heal,
some validation
or that
validation. They wanted to fit in somewhere.
Yeah, they want to be part of a group,
male
or
group.
They don't want to be a lost boy anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where all these gangs came in.
Yeah,
drugs came in the system, where you sell drugs to your own people.
Yeah, I think that's so fucked up.
Sell drugs to your own people, and totally demolish the whole neighborhood by selling horrible drugs. Crack came into it. Cocaine was a part of it. Heroin
and crack usually.
Cocaine was dude, that'll break down your family if it was in your family long enough. That would break down your family structure.
Oh, structure,
Not only that,
structure. Okay.
The prison the prison industrial complex came into play, where they were building prisons by thousands in the United States, and they had to fill those prisons up. Who did they fill them up with? Black men, Hispanics, and the poor white people. Think about it.
Yeah, I know.
Think about it.
I know where you're going with it. Yeah.
So you eliminate that group of that group of people with no male figures in their houses.
Yeah.
These women are raising boys that are very emotional, instead of using logic and learning how to deal with things.
They're going somewhere else.
They're going somewhere else. Yeah.
And but I always think it's fucking amazing how these people can really mind fuck over people.
Oh yeah.
Young kids or even grown ass adults on what they believe in because of what the background they came from.
Mm-hmm.
Because they didn't know any better. And
I was a part of all of that shit.
You know, it's amazing.
I was a part of. My mom raised me in that same environment.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: I had a strong family family group. I had uncles that would watch out for me in that neighborhood. But some fell to the crack epidemic. Two of my uncles fell to the crack epidemic. Two of my uncles did.
I have one cousin that did.
Now, not only that, my mom was trying to balance everything, but she wasn't a male the male figure that I needed.
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So I was seeing this stuff that was happening in my life, where my mom was dating certain gentlemen. I'm not going to get any names, but at the same time, that wasn't my dad, right?
Yeah.
And we rebelled. Me and my brothers rebelled on that. Like when my little sister, her dad came into the picture, and she was born, and he tried to discipline us. We weren't taking that. We weren't taking that. We rebelled on that shit.
So with all these kids, with the parents like that, it doesn't really matter what color it is, because it all happens because every single race out there has their own little group of gangs or whatever you want to call it. You find that. How do you think the parents feel after that all happens and they do get in trouble, or they see they're into this?
There's only two ways out, and this is
that's sad. It is.
There's only two ways out: either death, or prison.
Yep.
Or you get out. I mean, this is a rarity. You get out
and you become a minister or someone.
Get out and do something different. I feel like,
and talk with it and talk about it and what you were.
It's rare that happened, because it was so
it
was so glamorized, especially with the music.
Yeah. You can't blame the
TV.
See, I just
Think about it.
I just think that's a loop. That's a bad loophole where you're blaming TV. You're blaming
But
violence. You're blaming video games for violence. You can't say that.
Think about it. Think about the TV programs that we had back in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
There are sitcoms with father figures in their lives.
Oh, I see you're going with that one. Yeah, okay.
You can even go with the Cosby Show. I mean, now as bad as Bill Cosby was later on.
Yeah, but I still watch Cosby Show.
That was a wholesome family show, right?
Yeah.
You had what was another one? Not even Different Strokes. But he had a father figure,
Yeah,
right? Had a father figure, right?
Yeah, adopted 2 kids and
adopted 2 black kids.
Yeah,
took on that
into a rich family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can even Family Matters.
Yeah.
The Winslows.
Yeah.
Or even Damon Wayans when he had his
I love that. I love that show still.
And but you see what
I'm
I'm
going
going
with it. You say you're going with it.
Strong father figure in that family. You can even go to back to Good Times. See how they cut out James Evans?
Yeah.
Killed him off?
Yeah, I see your point on that one.
But he was a strong father figure.
Yeah. I never thought about Good Times on that one.
James Evans was a strong black man.
Yeah.
And he when he put the law down, that his kids listened.
I'm trying to think, but my thing is, I just don't like how people. I guess I'm not old school or whatever you want to say, but I believe in things happen for a reason for your life.
Oh, they do. They do.
It's already your life. I always say it like this, and people judge it on and anything else. Your life is already set.
Yeah.
You wrote the book's already been written for your life. You just got to follow it or what path you're at that time. You're at that fork of the road in your life. It's already set. It all depends on which way you're taking it, and then your life's still set no matter which way you go.
But you do have options.
Yeah.
You have options.
Yeah.
You can either take this road or this road.
You don't know where it's going to lead to, but you don't. But you're at a fork in the road. It's already predicted.
But this is the way you can play a big part in what your life's going to turn out to be, the choices that you make.
Yep. And if you don't change,
free will comes in play.
And if you don't change your path right at that first moment of knowing you're going to do something messed up or wrong,
right,
and you still do it, your path's going to go to that same way.
But whether it's bad or good, it always shapes who you are.
You really think that?
It always shapes who you are. Yeah.
You really think that?
Yeah. So I made some bad decisions in my life.
So have I.
And it brought me to this point right now.
Oh, I see your point. I see you're going with that, but did it really make you a better person though?
To a degree, yes.
I think it made you a stronger person. A better person in my eyes is you change your life completely 360.
Well, you can't do it 360, you do it 180.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
In a different direction, yes.
I say my life
360, you'd be right back where you started.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I see your point.
If you did a 180, say for instance you went this way, I'm going the wrong way, go back the other way.
I do a 45-degree angle.
You don't want to do a 360. I want to be right back in the same spot where I've always been.
See, my thing, yeah. Oh, okay. But my thing is, I think it makes me a stronger person of what I've done in my past, and what I've done in my life in general.
Fair enough.
And do I regret it? No. I don't regret anything I've done in my past.
You shouldn't regret anything.
I think it was a great fucking time every single time I ever done anything.
I don't think every time every decision I made was a great decision.
I think it was
a great time.
I think it was a great time with all the bad stuff that I know I did wrong in my life.
Did you correct?
Yeah.
The thing is, did you learn from that experience?
I learned from every one of my mistakes. Every single one of them. I'm still dealing with one right now, but I think now, knowing what I've done and what I still can't do, fucking sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm pending myself every damn day. And it makes me a better person for it. And it makes me realize what I lost and what I can never get back.
Something that wasn't meant for you then.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That was never meant for you.
That's what I'm saying.
If you can't get it back, that was never meant for you.
Yep.
If it walked out of your life, was never meant for you.
Anybody, yeah. It goes from a job. Like every job that I ever lost, they like my last one. My last one, I was there for 13 years.
Yeah.
Everybody there was sad to see me leave because I was a great worker. I was doing everything. And that boss had it out for me from day one when he got that position, when he took over. Everybody knew what's going to happen to me. I even knew. I went every day. I went, I wonder if I'm going to have a job today. Type scenario.
Yeah.
So the day that he finally got me, I always said, they had to get the security guard to come in. He says, I'm very sorry. I said, no, don't be. It wasn't meant to be me here for this long. I'm just glad it's over. Now I can really live a life and not be scared and not have any heart
feelings
or tarmac on my body of saying, oh, am I gonna still have this? I want to be free. I want to be happy going into work. If you're not happy what you do for anything in your life,
yeah,
you're not gonna be a happy person.
It's not worth doing.
You're not gonna be a happy person for yourself and your mental issue. I mean, my grandfather always said, you might as well be happy in your life and do the best thing you can do for your life and live it.
I look at it this way. If there's anything that I've learned about bad decisions, it's don't let people dictate what you do.
Dictate in what way?
Make you make bad decisions.
Oh, make you mad. So you don't make bad decisions. Don't let them make the bad decisions for you.
Yeah, you make if you want to make a bad decision, make it on your own merit.
Yeah. Always. That's my.
Don't be a part of a group that makes bad decisions. Say, for instance, when I was 19, I was in the car with a bunch of guys and got caught with a pistol.
No. Yeah.
That's a group decision.
Yeah, that's a group decision. Yeah. Yeah.
And I learned that from that point on, if I'm gonna make any bad decisions, I'm gonna make it just by myself. It's gonna be me alone.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a group. It's not gonna be somebody coercing me or trying to convince me that, hey, this is the right thing to do. No.
Yeah, I made a lot of bad decisions of that kind of aspect myself. As a group,
people,
as a group type thing, yeah.
People let peer pressure get you in trouble.
Were you ever the person that put the peer pressure on somebody?
No, I try not to. I try to. And I may have tried to convince somebody, hey man, this is a cool idea, but no. All in all, they probably said no.
I still have remorse over peer pressure and making somebody else have to do a bad decision. I see this guy till this day. And one thing he says to me is the line that I gave to him. And I think that day turned his whole life around and it made the person who he is right now.
Yeah.
And every time I look at him, I say, sorry, you didn't have to follow, but we peer pressured you into it. It's my fault. Yes, I'll take full responsibility, remorse and heartache for you and what your life happened to you, because I think that's why he is. But then I'm thinking, he grew up. He went to high school. He finished high school. He did everything. He could have changed his life around after we all left, but he didn't. He kept on doing all the stupid things, all the drinking, everything else in his life, getting in a car accident. He did all that on his own. I wasn't around that, but I was
there was a seed planted.
I was the one that it wasn't just me. It was all of there was like four of us. There was four of us, right? Like you in the car.
Yeah.
There was four of us, and we planted that seed in him to do what he did.
That was that last car ride with those guys was the last time I did anything with anybody that was morally wrong, and I knew it was wrong.
Yeah,
I should have. And I had a buddy with the right state of mind. Hey, don't go, man. And I didn't listen to him.
Is it because you don't want to look like you're a goody-goody? Or
that and naivety?
Yeah. It's not the peer pressure.
Being at an age, I was 19 when this happened.
You don't want to disappoint.
What?
You don't want to disappoint.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
I'm trying to fit in.
Yeah, you're trying to fit in. You don't want to disappoint. You don't want them to look at you differently if
It was more like validation.
It's not peer pressure in my eyes.
It was validation for me.
Yeah, it's people saying, "Hey, come on, go," and then you found out what's in there. Then you're having remorse. Yeah. You're having remorse of what you just did and what you're getting into.
Right.
Yes, I don't think it's peer pressure. Peer pressure is something like I did to this kid.
Yeah, they
didn't push you to do it, get in the car. You went wheeling and then you found out. And that I'd done that before too.
But we were all going to a common ground. We were going to this girl's house.
Yeah. You told me about the story. I think on here, or it was off here.
Off there. But we were going to some girl's house, and we all would be mischievous.
Yeah,
put it that way. And it all turned out to be the bad idea.
I mean,
especially at 2 a.m.
Yeah,
a bunch of teenagers riding around in a car with a small pistol in it.
Yeah, anything can be a pistol. I mean, even the words are pistol. I mean, you get in trouble with a pistol, a guy can come up to you and say, "Hey," when you're young, and "Hey, look it, there's $20 sticking out of that guy's pocket. Go take it."
Oh yeah,
go take it. Go.
Well, this was a literal pistol.
Yeah,
where I had no business to be in that car.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, when you told me the story, I understand that.
No business being in that car. It was 3 of us. No business being in that car. I should stay where I was at.
I like the same thing. Now I have remorse over every time I look at that kid, every single time, and he always says that one line to me: "Drink to the line." I had a shot glass with lines on it every single time. See how far we can go. Filled it up to one line, down. Filled another line, go. How high can we go? And it was one of those 8-foot tall shot glasses.
8 foot tall, but
I mean,
it was 8 inches tall.
I think it was 10, honestly.
Well, that's a lot of fucking liquor.
Yeah, and it was a shot. See how far you can go without spitting it out.
Multiple shots, not just like one.
Nope. We went
full glass.
We went around as a like a table like this, filled it up, went past the next one. So it's a game. Who can last the longest?
That's a lot of shots.
Yeah, we made this kid that was 14 years old do shots with us because he wanted to be part of the cool kids with us and part of the partiers and everything else.
That's where the pressure is right there.
Yeah, he wanted to be part of the partiers, but that can hang with all of us.
Yeah,
I think I'm the one that still has remorse because he still says it to me. I think he sees it in my face every time I see that kid. And he's crazy.
Disappointment in yourself?
Disappointed in me and how I treated him.
Yeah.
I guess I have more remorse for myself and my own demons that I've been through.
Right.
And I'm now facing them from all the stuff I've done in my life. I think it's just remorse when I think, man, I was a dick. Or, man, I've done that. And that's fucked up. So, yes, I think I'm more reflecting on older my kid gets, all the stuff that I've been through, she's going to be going through.
Right.
And then I think about it, man, but she didn't have the street smarts like I did at least, or didn't have the common knowledge a little bit to say no.
Right.
So I think it goes back on that, on what I done to this kid. And like he always says, drink to the line. And he says that. And I feel that for him. I mean,
I tell you what, I've done a lot of shit on my own. A lot of the bad choices in my life, I made it on my own.
Yeah.
And there was never anybody there to push me to do the wrong thing. You know what I mean?
Do you ever smile about some of the wrong things you've done?
You got away with?
And not away with, but you tell stories and say, yeah, like maybe not the car one, but say you got you got so drunk one night, then you got in the car and got pulled over and you didn't get in trouble for it or anything like that. And all of a sudden you say, and people see you smiling when you tell the story.
I've done it a few times.
I tell my stories. I always laugh about them. And they say, do you feel bad for what you did? I said, yeah, but it's still a funny story I could tell. It's a funny story in part of my life that I like to tell.
I've been down that road.
But I have remorse over it, but that's my way of remorsing if I can tell the story and I lived it. I'm not happy about it. My decisions are.
Necessarily say I was like, I got away with that one. They'll never see me. Well, okay, I did.
Because it comes around tenfold when you finally do get caught.
It does. And it may not happen in that way.
It might not
Maybe
happen.
something else.
Or it's going to happen that way, but it's going to happen 20 years,
or
10 years down the road.
Or maybe something else that you encounter that's making you pay that debt that you owe.
Yep.
That you got away with.
Oh yeah. I mean, I have stories galore of all the stuff I've done, and I keep them close to me. If someone asks me what's the baddest thing you've ever done, I give them 2 examples. Too extreme, not too much, but something that so they know.
Right.
And I tell it and I laugh about it, and they said, "How can you laugh about that? That was fucked up. I mean, how can you? Do you have remorse?" I went, "Yeah, I do have remorse, but I can tell the story and I can laugh about it now even more, and I'll be happy about it because I did it. If you can't tell a story and what am I supposed to be sad about it?
Right.
Like, yeah, I finally fucked up. I did this.
Yeah.
I might feel bad about myself. No, made me a stronger person for who I am. Made me realize what I done wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's really messed up though, how people judge other people.
Yeah. Well, it's never gonna stop.
No, people are always gonna judge you.
Never stop.
I mean,
it'll keep going to the day past when we die.
Yeah, I don't think no one's ever not gonna judge somebody for what they have, what money they have, what kind of clothes you have on, why you dress like that. Oh, are you straight, not straight? I mean, everybody's gonna judge somebody for something in their life.
Yeah.
The only people that don't judge you are the ones that are more confident in for who they are and what they do in their life. So
I agree with you on that. I have to agree with you on that.
I mean, I don't judge anybody for anything. I don't judge people for who they look, how they are, anything. I might make fun of them here and there.
I do that.
I might make fun of them here and there.
Doing that too, man. I make fun of people all the time.
But if I don't make fun of you, means I don't like you.
You don't make fun of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can't say that. But
that's how it usually says it. That's how people usually say it.
The way I poke fun is almost like
but I'm not saying to their face. I'm not being mean and saying, like, we see people at the bar sometimes that look really weird, or what they're wearing, and why the fuck are they wearing it. We talk about us, but they're not hearing us. They're not knowing we're talking about them.
Right.
I'm not going to do it to their face. That's cruel and unruly. I mean, that's wrong. I'm not going to be shaming them and being like the movie Mean Girls.
You think about it too. I'm sure there's always somebody making fun of us.
Yeah. Everybody makes fun of me. I don't care. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all anymore.
I've always had that happen to me when I was young, especially when I was younger.
Yeah. I was a bully and also protecting people and stuff like that. I always still, till this day. I mean, just if you can't take it and you see their face, if they see in you that you're kind of not teary-eyed, but kind of pissed off about it, and you walk away. Yeah. At those moments, I would never do it to him again. I would go up to him and say, "I'm sorry for saying that."
Especially with the way I was growing up, my family always made fun of me. We made fun of each other. I mean, I think every family does that to a degree, right?
Yeah. My whole family makes fun of everybody.
Yeah. We all make fun of each other.
Yeah.
But when it gets cruel is when people pick out a crowd and you have nothing to do with what's going on in their life.
Yeah. In my eyes, stuff like that, like I said, I would never, to a point where I'm doing it just to pick on you and be funny and stuff like that.
Right.
But something that is very hateful and very wrong, I will feel bad, and like I said, I will walk up to you and say, "I'm very sorry. I saw in your face that you didn't like what I just said right there. I'll apologize."
Well, as long as you understand that and relate to it, and then take affirmative action towards that.
I did that to my daughter one day.
You made fun of your daughter?
Oh, I made fun of what she had on. I felt so bad.
Yeah.
Because she really loved it. And I saw on her face, and it's all of a sudden she started getting teary-eyed. I went, "I'm very sorry." But it's something that I was shocked that she liked. And it was the most ugliest looking thing in my life. God. She bought herself from Goodwill this thing that is something our great grandmother would wear.
Right. That's her style. That's what she likes.
It was a lighthouse coat made this like out of blankets.
Yeah.
And look, Dad, I bought this. This is cool. I'm like, oh my God, that's the most ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. It was. I just found it today and it made me think about it. And I just told her I hated this thing and teared her up.
No, you just told her it was ugly.
I did.
The ugliest thing you've seen in your life.
Yes, I did. It was the ugliest thing. I said, why'd you buy that? I like it. I said, that is ugly. And she never wore it ever after that. At least not around me.
Oh, man.
I did. I felt so bad.
Oh, man.
I did. I felt so bad. I did. Till this day.
I get that part. I could get it why she was like.
Yeah. She never wore it after that.
But this is when she was living. Was it?
Yeah, when she was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually probably 5 years ago. When she was a senior. So yeah, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I think
you were the one she looked up to.
Yeah, it is the most ugly. It was still to this day, it's the ugliest thing. I want to burn it.
Don't do that, man.
At least I was honest with her. If I can't be honest with my daughter, and she can't be honest with me, but
you don't.
It hurt her.
Yeah, you don't.
That's why I apologize. I said
I'm punch her in the stomach.
I did. I said I apologize after I saw her face, and I apologized. Said I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can make fun of me. You can do something and say something you like. So she did. She said you would never fucking match any of your clothes because that she was pissed and she started cussing at me. You don't match any of your fucking clothes, and and why do you do that with something that I had on that I really liked? Said that just doesn't match. It's ugly. People. That's why people
white socks with the boots.
Probably something like that. Yeah. So, I mean, I felt bad for what I did, but do you think the stuff that we've done in our past comes back around in comes back in our relationships too?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It definitely plays a part of it. I mean, the stuff that happens in our life, it also often reflects on our adult life. Whether it comes with relationship with a woman or a man, I mean, or whatever the case may be, it often reflects on who you are.
My ex-wife always said to me, and I think one other ex-girlfriend I had said the same thing. I said, you just said the same thing my ex-wife said. And they
You mentioned that before? I try not to do that. I mean, I don't think I've ever done that.
I said it to her. I said, I've heard that before. She said, I can see why. I kind of rate a little bit my one true love girlfriend that passed away with other.
So there's a standard that you have to live, and these women have to live.
No, that's not a standard in my eyes. I'm looking for the same kind of personality, same kind of atmosphere. Yeah, okay, okay, standard.
So standard, you have a bar right here, and everyone has to meet that bar, right?
Not all the way to the point, because I want her always be the one, and I want someone to relate like her.
Well, if you found somebody,
I guess it's not standard.
If you can find somebody just like that,
perfect,
exactly.
I don't want exactly, but I'm
talking about exactly the way she was.
Yeah,
you'd be happy with that.
Yeah, well, that case, yeah. Why wouldn't I? But if you can knock some stuff off that bar, and they still had at least 75% like that person, I'll be happy as fuck.
I think as we get older, we tend to that bar goes down.
God, it hasn't gone down yet for me.
I think it does. I think it has. It has.
I wish. Shit, I've probably.
You'd be more tolerant for some things that happen in your life with.
Well, yeah, because I'm not listening to my family with some of the things that they always wanted me to date or anything like that atmosphere. Yeah, like my dad hated people with, because he wants, like my mom is. My dad loves long hair. Won't let my mom cut her hair any possible way. Nothing.
How long is your mom's hair?
Down to here. Okay. I mean, he doesn't want it like a bob or anything like that, or any kind of style. He wants just one color, one something, everything like that. That's how my dad is. He's kind of old school. And he didn't like any of the people that, but I really didn't care. I'll date anything that makes me makes me feel good and happy and warm and fuzzy inside, I guess. I mean, I don't look at my dad's way of thinking, and I don't look at anybody else's. Whatever makes you happy. But then I had somebody tell me that why don't you want to date this type of style? I went, well, or why are you doing the way that you are? So I told her, I said, probably because of I realized it, and like you said, you need to find yourself. You need to find who you are. I kind of realized that I rate everybody else with that one person.
So you do. It's a standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, a high bar for everyone else that comes in your life. They're not like this. You tend to.
But everybody does it.
You're not mean to them.
No, everybody does it though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll still date them and see where it could go, but I still have that high standard in my head, what I would really want. I don't judge people on if they have money, what they look like, who they are, anything like that. I don't judge them on that at all. I love personality wise. If they don't match their personality, yeah, I'm not going to not date somebody because they have tattoos up and down their arm.
Right.
I don't date someone that is not below a certain height or has the same shaped thumbs.
That's like weird thumbs.
I know, but I mean stuff like that. I'm not going to criticize and judge them. I don't care.
Hard to me.
I don't care.
I have a preference.
I know. I mean, everybody. I'm not going to date just one color or one person or anything like that. I'm not going to be like anything like that. It's just weird.
My preference is important to me.
Yeah, I mean, what makes you happy?
I think it's apparent that everyone has a style or a thing that they like the most when it comes to picking their mate. And they should. Some people don't. Some people don't. You know, don't get me wrong. Some people that have no clue what they want and they just date anything.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
This is where you get these people with high body counts, and that, especially with women, because women are the ones that have to pair bond with their mate when they're at a significantly low volume of men in their life. If anything is above, I read somewhere, anything above 5 people, sleeping with 5 people for a woman, they lose that ability to pair bond with their mate. So because they're constantly comparing that one person that made them feel great, or those 2 or 3 people that made them feel great. So any other man that come in their life, it's hard for them to pair.
Yeah, I can see that.
Now men are wired differently because men can go around and screw anything and not really have any affection.
Come
on.
I still have affection.
No, not affection towards that person.
Oh. What do you mean going? Then where are you going with that?
What I'm saying is men and women are wired differently.
Yeah, they are.
So men are the ones that project. Women are the ones that receive.
I think it's always easier for a woman to get laid, though.
It is. It's totally easy. It's totally easy because men want that thing, and that's what the society is driven on.
And that's what it's going to even more.
Sex-based society is driven on. By the time another 2030 prediction, by the time 2030 rolls around, 50% of women will be single, without a spouse. Because the way society is going now, you have your OnlyFans and women's liberation, my body, my choice, things of that nature.
Oh, I can see you're going with that. Yeah, it makes more sense.
And I don't need a man epidemic that's going on right now.
I know.
When everybody needs we all need each other because we all play a certain role in life.
Yeah.
Men and women, that doesn't matter if you use pronouns or whatever. We have a certain role in life that makes this society keep going, makes the human life keep going. And we've lost that side because nobody wants to have kids now.
Yeah. My daughter doesn't want to have kids. Yeah.
Nobody wants to have kids now.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to reproduce.
They can have dogs, they said.
Yeah, that's not the same.
Or a cat.
That's not the same. This is where the population will dwindle.
Yeah, I guess
after we're long gone.
Good way of looking at it. I think it just sucks. So to go with that relationship thing, if you're on a date or you are in a relationship and you bring around your friends, how do you? And your friends really were shocked that you're dating someone like looking like that, or you're shocked about their.
I don't let my friends
judge on that
because,
but it goes back to the peer pressure and everything else, thinking, oh man, maybe they're right. Maybe this is not my style, or anything like that. Do you think the peer pressure?
When I was younger, yeah.
You think the peer pressure is also in relationships?
Yeah, when I was younger, yes, man, that happened to me a few times.
You think you got some good ones get away because of what your friends said?
What my friends may have thought.
Yeah.
Wow. I agree.
I agree.
But nowadays, I mean, you can't tell. Nobody can tell me anything about shit.
But it's peer pressure. Own choice. But it's peer pressure that's still in the back of your head.
Oh, yeah.
That's still thinking, maybe what? Okay.
Now, am I very, very cognitive of who I pick? Yes.
Oh, that you should be, because you're not getting any younger there.
No. I don't put up a lot of shit I used to put up with.
Yeah, I don't either. That's one thing I don't either.
No, if somebody's treating me horribly, I'm gonna I'll duly noted. All right, I see. I see.
Do you let your people that know you the best point things out to you?
Constructive criticism, I take it. I'll take it. Like I give you constructive criticism.
Yeah, everybody does.
I want you to be.
I like opinions.
I want you to. But you don't have to use my opinion.
I know.
You make your own choice.
Eventually, you're still gonna have to make your own choice.
Yeah, you make your own choice. Yeah. This is my opinion on it. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's why I always ask you your opinion on.
You don't have to take my opinion. I'll just give you what I think about it. If you want to take pieces apart of it and use it in something that was to make you make your decision, fine. But if not, that's fine too.
That's but it's also in the back of your head,
if shit happens and
I told you so.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Yeah. I mean, I hope you would do the same for me. I think you would.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I call you a big dummy.
I think you would.
But my thing is, it also goes back to body shaming and men's mental health.
I don't believe in that whole body shaming thing.
And the men's mental health on peer pressure, relationships, jobs, everything else, and peer pressure on how people react and push you to do things. It's all going back to men's mental health.
Mental health is a serious thing. I almost wanted to repeat this again. Those that hey, take care of your mind, guys. Yeah, especially men, listen to me. Take care of your mind. Don't let that slip, because if you do, you're gonna suffer later on in life.
Yeah.
And I just realized I saw another survey on men are committing more suicide nowadays because of things that they have to go through in their life.
Yeah,
like divorce, paying child support, alimony, all these other things that goes on in a man's life, because being in marriage is not for men anymore. Marriage is not for men anymore.
I don't think you really have to be fully married. That's just a damn piece of paper.
That's what I'm saying.
And you can live with somebody for 10 years.
Marriage does not benefit men.
Yeah.
It benefits the woman.
You could be with somebody for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and not have that marriage. You can buy that ring.
Yes.
It's just a piece of paper that is for insurance reasons.
Insurance for the woman.
Yeah.
Insurance for the woman.
Or for the man if the woman has better insurance.
Or if the woman's making more money.
Yeah, it's just an insurance. It's just an insurance thing. Yeah.
And I've seen instances where women make more money than men.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Then they get.
I mean, it's a benefit for if their money if they're going to live the rest of their life. Yeah, then you just get eloped. If your health's that bad and you love for your man or your woman, go get eloped, and then if anything happens to you, I mean, if that something happens to you in that 6 months, and you know you're dying, at least the other person's covered.
Who named the richest woman in the world?
Oprah.
No, she's not.
Who?
Jeff Bezos' ex-wife.
Oh, because you said ex-wife.
Ex-wife. She got.
Yeah, you said ex-wife. I still think Oprah's.
No.
Oprah's a billionaire.
This woman's a billionaire.
I was gonna say Beyonce too, but
no, she's not a billionaire. Jay-Z is a billionaire.
She's got her own fucking money.
Yeah, she don't have the money Jay-Z does.
Yeah.
Jay-Z bought a team, and it was part of a group that bought a team.
I would say Taylor Swift.
Brooklyn, that Taylor Swift. She made her money. She made her money.
She's making her money.
She made her money. She's on her way to be a billionaire.
Yeah.
But Jeff Bezos'
ex-wife.
I
didn't know that.
She made, and Dr. Dre's ex-wife she made a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
But Bezos' ex-wife, she made this dude is a billionaire. He made the billionaire status over COVID.
Yeah.
That dude rocked it. His shit was still going.
Yeah.
He was an essential part of the United States or anything that worldwide. And he's world fucking wide, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is.
World fucking wide. And she's worldwide now. Do
you want to be worldwide?
What? No, I don't want to be. That's too much pressure. Man.
Internationally known.
That's too much pressure.
Pitbull.
That's too much pressure on one person.
Fame.
You can't go anywhere without being noticed.
Shit, I'm like that.
Can you imagine what Michael Jackson went through?
Yeah. He's back home with all the aliens, but yeah.
That dude's there too, man. What you talking about?
No, he just went home. It's okay.
What are you talking about?
No, it says from a movie. Oh no, like they said about Elvis. No, he just went back home. Men in Black.
Elvis was fat when he died. Oh, yeah. All right, dude. It's after 10.
Yeah, I know.
Did it.
We always do it though.
That was easy.
We didn't do the top of the hour, but
no, we didn't even do that. We just went through the top of the hour.
We just kept on talking.
Go on, man.
For my final thought though, is thank you people out there that watched us today and that's still watching us. Thank you for having us let us do this, coming up to us and saying, I'm glad that you guys are talking around that area. It's an awesome feeling. And if it wasn't for the people that come on and do it for the show for us, we wouldn't be here. So thank you for all the people that come out that we have booked from here out and the ones that came out and through the whole thing.
Thank you. Get you back in, brother. I promise you.
Who? Oh yeah.
All right, guys. This is closing it up. The 96th episode. You got 4 more before 100. Yeah, 4. Yeah, 4. You got 1 this week, 2 next week, and 1.
Oh, you're talking about you're saying the 100th show is
the 29th.
Is the 4th one.
That's the 4th one.
Yeah.
4 more before 100. Once again.
So
I appreciate you guys watching so much. And the ones that are just getting onto it. People talk about it a lot. I have to admit that. I appreciate you folks so much. Guys.
So, do you want to know what the 3 shows before this are? Corey Pfister. He's coming on Monday.
It's weird. That sounds like a porn name.
We have this new gentleman that I just got on.
Go ahead, keep going.
I'm gonna kill his name. Tyler Valentine.
How would you kill that name?
I think it's Taylor or Tyler. I think I might have typed it in wrong.
T-A-Y?
I'll fix it in a minute. And then there's our 100th show.
All right.
But me and you have to physically
do some work.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then there's a 100th show. Then we have a show on that Monday.
Yeah, following show.
Yep.
All right, guys.
It's gonna be a nice one.
All right, guys. For you guys watching the YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Guys, please tune in to Wednesday.
You mean Monday?
Today's Monday. Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday. Oh. Shit. Today is Monday. I'm the day off. Then it is 4 shows.
Yeah, I told you.
What do I have on Wednesday? All right, whatever.
We'll figure it out. We'll put that out.
Oh wait, why is it that changed? It didn't change over. It didn't change over.
You told me.
Yeah, it didn't change over on my calendar. That's why.
All right, you need to get in the phone. That phone's getting old. Anyway, guys, I am James Gill, your host. This is Joe Hill, co-host. 96th episode, Third Eye Truth and Podcast. We love you guys so much. Thank you for joining us. We're out of here.